Did you know that the natural rubber in many everyday products takes nearly a decade before it can even be harvested? Every rubber tree follows a fascinating journey that begins with a tiny seed and continues for decades. A rubber tree, scientifically known as Hevea brasiliensis, has one of the longest production cycles among commercial crops. From germination to mature latex production and finally replanting, its complete plantation life cycle lasts between 30 and 40 years. Everything begins with flowers. After pollination, they develop into seed capsules that usually contain 3 seeds. Once the pods mature, they dry and burst open, scattering the seeds away from the parent tree. On commercial plantations, however, farmers collect these seeds before they disperse so they can carefully plan where new trees will grow. Once planted in warm, moist soil, the seed absorbs water and begins germination. The first root grows downward to anchor the plant, while a shoot pushes upward toward sunlight. Soon, the first leaves open and begin producing food through photosynthesis. For the next several months, the young plant focuses on building a strong foundation. A deep taproot develops to access water beneath the soil, while the leaves capture sunlight to fuel growth. Once the seedling reaches about 1.5 to 2 feet tall, it is transplanted into the plantation. Now comes the longest waiting period. For the next 5 to 7 years, the tree concentrates on strengthening its trunk and developing specialized latex vessels beneath the bark. During this time, farmers provide fertilizer, manage weeds, and monitor diseases to keep the trees healthy. Only after the trunk reaches the proper thickness can latex harvesting begin. Workers carefully make a shallow cut through the bark without harming the tree. This process, called tapping, allows the milky latex to flow into a collection cup. Because the tree remains alive, it can continue producing latex for many years. Rubber trees reach their highest productivity between 12 and 15 years of age. At peak production, one healthy tree can produce around 1.5 to 2 kilograms of dry rubber every year. That latex eventually becomes products we use every day, including mattresses, pillows, gloves, tires, and many medical supplies. After roughly 25 to 30 years of latex production, the tree gradually becomes less productive. Instead of going to waste, the wood is often used to make furniture and interior products. Farmers then restore the soil, plant new seedlings, and begin the entire cycle again. Every natural rubber product represents decades of careful farming, alongside responsible harvesting. There's much more to this story than we could fit into one video. Explore the full blog to learn how rubber trees grow, produce latex, and support a renewable cycle.
Head over to turmerry.com or click the link in the description below for more information on this topic and for some great money-saving coupons.